So I got a comment on my video from earlier about my spasms, asking about my equipment that I use with my CP. So I'm going to show you in this video that my walker that I'm in, that I use, my standing frame, which you've seen me in, and I don't have a video or a picture of my bike, so I just took a picture from the internet of the bike that I use. But in that picture there's 3 of them in a row, and I said I think I use the blue one. Mine is a little more, I have that same brand and the same look, but there might be a little more differences to what my bike looks like. Tell you what, I might not go to school this year, but when I do, I'll take a picture or a video of me on my bike and I can show you. But for now, I just have a picture. So the whole point of this, so for my walker, I use, so to get in all my equipment, I use a Hoyer lift and with a sling. Now at school I use a different type of sling. But at home, I have I have a different one. But to get into my bike or in my walker or in my standing frame, for all of them, I use the lift. But each way to get in the equipment is different. To get into my standing frame, well, there's a swivel on the bar, so you can turn the not the lift necessarily all the way around, but just the handle thing, so it turns me around, but not the lift. It turns me around. So that makes it easier for me, to get into my stuff, and to get into my standing frame. When I'm at home, because of COVID right now, I have my standing frame at home, and my parents are usually good with doing one person with my standing frame, but when it comes to school, sometimes I have to use 2 people just for safety reasons, because they're not allowed lifting. So if anything happens, there's at least 2. So my standing frame, I go on one wheel goes in towards the standing frame and one of the sides stick out. So my lift kind of goes in an angle to get me in. Then we turn the handle for the thing and swing me right into the seat and hold on. I have a strap behind on my vest behind my back that I like people to pull on to adjust me. So that's what happens for my standing frame. For my walker, they turn me around so I'm facing my walker. They put me as up as I can go, and they keep the bump piece attached to the walker. They loosen it so that it's easier to get my feet through, and then they carefully pull the thing like the lift closer, and they help me put my legs through and carefully put me in before they put me down. And then they strap me all in, so I have the ankle straps, I have the waist strap. I have, that's basically what I have for my walker. I didn't tell you the straps that I have for my standing frame, so I will tell you that now. So for my standing frame, I have a harness that I use, but I don't really like it. And plus, what's the point of the harness? Because I have better trunk control, not for sitting up, but like for when I'm in equipment and my table is so close to me. So I have the table and I have the waist belt. But if the table is so close and I have the waist belt, why should I need the harness? And I basically just allow them to put on the harness just in case, because some days I have weaker days. And then for my bike, it's basically the same thing. They turn me the other way, they put the lift in diagonally, turn me around, gently place me down, make sure I'm going in properly. They always do that for every piece of equipment that I go in. They make sure I'm going into properly. Then they make sure I'm safe and they put me down onto the seat. And then they strap my feet in. And then because I'm stronger on the left side than my right side, so my right side has to have for my bike, it needs to have a thing for the inner hip area to help keep my hips in, because what happens is my one side of my body shifts when I'm on my bike. So this is somewhat new. I've had it for a while, but I didn't always have it. But now I'm when I'm on my bike, I start to shift to one side. So I have that. So I have the harness that goes in between the hip crease, to help keep the sturdiness. Then I have the chest strap that sometimes I use just for safety, but sometimes, I always use it but sometimes I feel like I don't need it because I have the harness that goes in between my bum and my hip creases. And then I have the seat belt. And then I have my helmet on. And before you ask, I do not wear a helmet when I'm in my walker. I only wear a helmet when I'm on my bike. I've done this video just quickly explaining, so if that quick explaining was too quick, I can just go down in the comments and explain a little easier for this person that commented. But great question. And I love answering them. So I hope this helped. And that's what I use. Right now I only have my standing frame though at home. And then hopefully if everything is good next year, I'll be able to go back. So I'm in grade 12, but as I said in other videos, I'm able to stay until 21. But in my case, I want to, like, my parents they gave me the option. So I'm like planning to I wanted to celebrate graduating with my friends, but I don't know what it's gonna look like at the end of the year if there's a second wave of COVID, so we don't know what that's gonna look like. So I wanted to celebrate, but then go back the next year. But if I have to, I will just graduate the year that I am 19 and then just go from there. Yeah, so I hope this, and yeah, when I graduate, I won't be able to take the equipment home because, like, it's under my name, but it's through the school board. So even if it's through my name, like, it's, the equipment is under my name, but it's through the school board. So even if it's through my name, I can't take it because it's the school board's. So I would have to get a new equipment after I graduate. But for now, I have that. But this year, I don't have every piece of equipment this year because of, well, COVID, as everyone knows. But I will have, if I don't include this year, I only have 2 years left because I'm doing online school. So if I don't include this year, I only have 2 years left. So if you want clarity about this comment, that I got, or this particular thing that I'm talking about, just comment down and I will answer them when I can. Okay, bye for now.
Now I just wanna stay here and fall into midnight. Want nobody else now, only you feel right. Time and joy wasted, it's not wasted time. So stay till the morning, stay for a while. I just wanna let